Those buzzer beaters. What do we got this week, guys?
We got Kevin. Kevin's going to be giving us the baseball highlights.
That's right. That's right.
Updates.
All right, so it's all about the World Baseball Classic.
Okay.
But I'm going to wait till I get the signal before we start going.
Okay.
All right, so World Baseball Classic. Surprising news. Japan played Venezuela in a thrilling game in the quarterfinals. Both teams had their leadoff hitters hit massive shots. Acuna hit a 401-foot home run, and then Ohtani followed up with a 427-foot home run. So it was a very exciting game to watch, but Japan falls to Venezuela, and the defending champs are now eliminated from the World Baseball Classic.
Mind blown.
Italy is going to be playing Puerto Rico. Italy is still undefeated in pool play. And the interesting fact about Italy's team, they have 21 United States born players playing on the Italian team. That's crazy, right? All right. Team USA is still in the fight. They're going to be playing tonight at 8. The game is going to be 8 Eastern. It's going to be in Miami, and they're playing against the Dominican Republic, who is also really hot in this tournament. I believe they're another undefeated or one-loss team. So World Baseball Classic, this is the creme de la creme of baseball. This is bigger than the Olympics for baseball. This is the World Cup of baseball. You got to watch these games, guys.
Dude, I totally agree. That shot by Ohtani to return on Acuna in that game, it was so exciting. It was so much fun.
I mean, it was. And so now my predicted final is now kind of broken in half because I wanted to see Japan versus the U.S., but now the U.S. could be going against Venezuela. Or that's if the U.S. beats DR tonight.
They got to take care of some business.
Because that's going to be a tough game.
If Italy has 22 players on it that are from U.S. born, then that's USA.
I might have
team
flipped. I
two.
might have transposed. It might be 12. It might be 12 players.
That's most of the team. We'll call that Team USA Part 2. So it could be USA versus USA. It would be kind of cool. All right.
All right. For my buzzer beater, I'm going to be talking about some bracketology. If you guys kind of get that. That's March Madness. We call it that for a reason. It's the season of bracketology where we're going to pick the top 64 teams in college basketball and put them into this tournament. And everybody does a bracket, right?
Yep,
At this point, everybody does a lot of online brackets. I did some research before this to see it was over 32 million or 35 million people do online brackets, and usually only 1% of them end up being correct by the end, but we're all going to, I'm sure, put our name in the hat, right? I'm sure we're Cool FM Sports Team. We'll do our little bracket here. But just to give you some quick updates on it for locally, U of A, they took care of business. They won the Big 12 championship, so they get the outright bid into the tournament. Not that it was needed. They're going to be a number 1 seed regardless. Probably most people here are going to be picking them to reach the Final Four. Look out for Duke, another number 1 seed. Michigan was looking like a number 1 seed, but looking like they're getting beat by Purdue in the Big Ten championship. So Purdue's going to be in. Michigan, we'll see where they are in this. There's some sleeper teams I got to throw out there. Houston, if you want to call them a sleeper team, they were in the Final Four last year. But they're on the bubble of either number 1 or 2 seed.
UConn's always a sleeper for me.
Yeah,
I hate
absolutely.
UConn so much.
I'm going to say sleeper.
St. John's last night.
Iowa State to me is a sleeper coming out of the Big 12
or Michigan State
Cyclones.
And your Blue Bloods. This is a year where the Blue Bloods are going to kind of be back in the mix because you have Kansas is going to be
that's right, Kansas.
Right there, and Duke is going to be right there, and then also you
Kentucky.
have like your Michigan States and teams that are going to break people's brackets. So it's going to be a fun one.
And it's official. It's official now. Final score: Purdue Boilermakers 80, Michigan Wolverines 72. So Purdue is the Big Ten champion.
Wow. So Clough is Oscar Clough from Cochise. Got to win today.
Yep.
Not only to get in, he led Purdue in scoring with 21 points, and he led in rebounds with 5 rebounds.
Wow. Shout out to Oscar Clough.
We
just had his previous coaching staff here in studio, so that's an exciting time for them as well too. And we even, as you heard in the interview, Coach even talked about him possibly playing in the NBA next year, maybe being a 2nd round draft pick or something like that. So that would be even exciting as well too.
Yeah, a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my buzzer beater, when we're ready to go, I'm going to be talking about the free agency frenzy of the NFL this week. My goodness. Let's talk about the first debacle of Baltimore. We had something come out of the woodworks. So we've never seen something like this happen. Have a man get traded and then not traded.
We were actually giving him kudos last week.
So things were going crazy, like as they said when the soap operas back in the day, like Sancho the Hourglass. Mm-hmm. Man, it was a soap opera this week. Lots of good team moves. I shout out to the Buccaneers for my team. They picked up some solid people. It's getting crazy. We see Kyler Murray becoming a Viking. It's a lot of things that are moving and shaking. Big one for the John's Chiefs. The
Kenneth Walker
is going to be running the ball and helping out with Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. Checo actually became a Lion.
Yeah, he
got traded. He went to Detroit.
He turned down $1.2 million with the Chiefs and took $600,000 with Detroit.
Hey,
he didn't want to be a Chief anymore.
Yeah,
because you got Kenneth Walker. So
Kenneth Walker. They got a bunch of people. They picked up the guy from the Cardinals from last year. He was a running back, but
you lost your corner, right?
Dude, let me start. Go ahead and hit the button.
Y'all gonna say Super Bowl MVP leaves town, right?
Well, let's talk about this. So, free agency also means trades. So, the Chiefs traded Trent McDuffie for a whole pile of trades: 1 first rounder, a 4th, a 5th, and a 3rd in the following year. The Rams also picked up Jalen Watson, so they had 2 top corners. So the Rams have improved their team a pile. Like you were saying, Trey Hendrickson goes to the Ravens, but in return, the Raiders got back their defensive end, Max Crosby. Malik Willis to the Dolphins. Jalen Phillips gets a huge contract going to the Panthers. Tyler Linderbaum is the highest paid center in the history of the sport, clearly. Kyler goes to the Vikings. Alec Pierce stays with the Colts. Travis Etienne changes his name, pronunciation, goes to the Saints, and now it's Achan. Mike Evans goes to the Niners. That sucks, but
all right.
Yeah. And then Brian,
that's all right. You weren't sad about losing him?
No.
Dude, everybody.
I was wondering if you was going to say something about it.
He's too prone for all the injuries right now.
He does get injured and miss a game, a couple games every year. But he's great though, man.
He is good. But we still have a deep man that is going to do some damage from Ohio State, Ibuka. So
NFL free agency question for the panel.
Yeah.
What's the biggest acquisition? We know Baltimore's the most salacious story, but what's the biggest acquisition made or the best player that was acquired by a new team? What do you guys think?
In my opinion, there's 2 of them, and both both are Chiefs. So one is the Chiefs picking up the running back Kenneth Walker, but the Commanders pick up Leo Chenal on a 3-year, $26 million deal, and he is possibly he might be the best linebacker to come into free agency. He only played I want to say 500 downs. So he's kind of with the Chiefs. He was kind of a run defender. But when he goes to the Commanders, they're going to use him as a defensive end. I'm expecting him to be a Pro Bowler, maybe a legit All Pro, and that's the way I felt about him. I was so pissed that the Chiefs lost him. But the Chiefs are going to probably try and draft the top guy in the draft this year, Sonny Styles, who had that crazy.
Oh yeah, he's crazy speed.
4.27 speed. 4.27 for a 244 pound linebacker.
If he sticks around long enough, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And then the Cardinals picked up Tyler Algier. Falcons got Tua Tagovailoa. Buccaneers got Kenneth Gainwell.
You're saying everyone but the big one to me.
So
who's the Cowboys?
Who you got, Dan? Who's the biggest?
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Who's the
The Cowboys didn't get anybody. I don't not them.
Who is it?
To me, it's Kyler Murray.
You think
You
so?
think Kyler Murray to the Vikings?
No, but that's a really good point because his contract is so small. He gets he's a vet minimum.
We're not going to be. It's a prove it year, and I think he will prove it at least enough. To me, out of all the free agents, other than the Max Crosby one, which he didn't even go,
right?
So there's no news there. Is Kyler Murray? I mean, you're talking about a starting quarterback and Pro Bowl level, and it's debatable whether we think that he can really reach that level again. But potentially a Pro Bowl quarterback switching teams is a big deal.
That's a really good point. And
how long ago was he a Pro Bowler?
Well, I mean, the Cardinals, respectfully, I know where I'm at. Respectfully, I think the Cardinals had more problems on winning and losing than just the quarterback situation. Okay. I don't think Kyler Murray's been great. I don't think he's, like a top 5 quarterback in the league or nothing. But I think when you look at the 2 quarterbacks that were in the Super Bowl last year.
Yep.
I feel like Kyler Murray could be one of those type of guys because he can make plays that, maybe a lot of other quarterbacks can't make and get out of jams.
Real fresh offensive line. And
that's a good point.
Strong arm.
Very good point.
He's got all the athletic ability. It's a matter of putting it together. And
Jared said it's a prove it. Sometimes when you put guys in that position, they're going to perform because they know that this is their last chance.
It's a 1-year contract.
My pick for
Baker Mayfield's doing that for you right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think our pick this week someone to watch on the radar, is where Cousins lands. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be landing up in Phoenix.
Yeah, yep. I said this to my earlier. I said Kirk Cousins going to be a Cardinal.
Because that's you got the offensive coordinator from the Rams coming in as the new head coach. Mm-hmm. He wants a guy that knows an offense and can pick it up quick. Like
so
Kirk
the question
can.
is, Cardinals fans, do you want that? As a Cardinal fan, do you want Kirk Cousins?
I mean, who else is out there?
As far as quarterback,
Aaron
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
There's a few others. I want to say I don't know where I'm.
I mean, you either draft a guy and that's an unknown, or you take somebody can. Because let's be honest, in the right situation, Kirk Cousins could shine. I mean, he does have the ability to make some plays, and he's a smart football player. He's already a pro and knows what he's doing. Yeah. So in the right situation, I think that could be I think it's a good fit. It's what are they going to build around him to make the team competitive now?
Yeah, I think what the fascination with the NFL a lot of times is potential and like franchise dominance. Right. As fans, we like the thought of we even have the phrase franchise quarterback. Mm-hmm. We like to think of, give me a guy that's kind of young, but also proven and he's a stud, and we're going to dub him the franchise quarterback. And Kirk Cousins, for whatever reasons, even when he performs well, he just doesn't have franchise quarterback written on him.
He doesn't
have think of that
game changer. Like he's like a game manager. He doesn't have he doesn't change the math,
he's more of a game manager than a playmaker.
He's won Super Bowl rings as a game manager.
You like that.
That's a great point.
You like that. You're that Kirk Cousins. Right?
The most important thing you can be in the NFL is a game manager. That's the baseline.
Yeah. Don't make bad decisions.
Yeah, like once you got that all figured out, the athleticism makes you the star. But being able to manage the game is like that one thing that you've got to do.
Sam Darnold.
Right, he figured it out.
Yeah.
So I got an answer to my question, and this signing didn't make a lot of noise right now. I'm a little bit biased because y'all guys know I'm a Ravens fan, but I think that a big acquisition was Patrick Ricard being signed by the New York Giants. And I'll explain why. Patrick Ricard, his nickname is Pancake Pat. He's a 300-pound fullback that has been the hammer of the Ravens run game for probably the past 6-7 seasons.
Yeah.
This guy just destroys linebackers. You think about it. Derrick Henry ran behind him. All of our other running backs, J.K. Dobbins ran behind him. So many guys that were very good running backs ran behind him. And the Ravens, unfortunately, not able to keep him in the stable. And so he's going up, following his old head coach up to the Giants. And I can only imagine, think about the backfield with Pat and Scat.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking, as much as I'm not happy about Harbaugh poaching our guys, that Pat and Scat backfield is going to run through some brick walls next season. And as a guy who loves to see that, I can't wait. I can't wait.
You talk about 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
The return of Smash Mouth
earthquake in a cloud
New
of
York.
dust. I mean, and Ricard got pretty decent hands. He can catch the ball in the backfield too. So
the New York CTE. There's gonna be a lot of brain bleeds on defense.
Oh man, it's gonna be rough trying to get a hold of Bo Scatterbo when you got to get. I'm sorry, I said Bo. Get a hold through Scatterbo when you're trying to get through 300 pounds of Patrick Ricard first. That's gonna be tough.